Most people are broke, unhealthy, and miserable because you don't listen. Like, pay attention. Today we're going to talk about why so many people are unhealthy, but also why so many people are broke and depressed. Because it's very important. I'm going to give you pretty much my life story breakdown of how I got successful and how I became a top 0.1% earner in the world. Because only 0.1% of people in the world make $1 million per year. So I'm in the top 0.1%. 2 years ago, I was broke. How did that happen? It happened because of a lot of things. But the biggest thing is I shut up and I listened. I shut the hell up and I listened. I'll be giving y'all free game. It goes in one ear, out the other. I give y'all free game. You say, well, no, what about this? What about that? What about this? Well, so, you always got something to say. Some of you need to shut up and listen. I'm just going to keep it real with you, all right? So, what do I mean by this? All right, when someone's teaching you health, that clearly is healthier than you, that clearly has had less health issues in their life, that has maybe had a lot of health issues, diseases, illnesses, and clearly got over them naturally, maybe you should listen to them. When someone's making more money than you, maybe you should listen to them. When someone is doing what you want to do, what you want to succeed at in life, and they're doing it and making it happen, and you can see that, all right, there's no way they're faking it. There's always a way, but it seems to me that this person is really doing it. They're really making it happen. Maybe I should listen to them instead of critiquing and questioning everything they say. Because while I'm critiquing and questioning everything they say, month after month, year after year, I keep seeing them get wins. I keep seeing them get more success. I keep seeing them do more for their family. I keep seeing them post more testimonials for helping other people out. I keep seeing them helping themselves out more. Maybe I should listen, right? So I'm going to go into my story, part of it, when it comes to success and health, to give you some, to show you that what I'm saying isn't me just saying it. I don't just talk the talk. This is a very important piece of this video, is don't just talk the talk. A lot of you are talking and it ain't your time to talk. You need to shut up. There was a time where I needed to shut up. So we're going to go into that. All right. So I'm going to do my best to not miss anything. All right. Clearly I came from anxiety. Clearly I came from being broke. Clearly I came from, not clearly because a lot of you may be new to my page. Horrible anxiety, shaking, jaw locked, rushed to the hospital, pump for the volume multiple times per month. Try to give me anxiety medications. Went to a therapist. All the therapist talked about was you need to be on this pill and take this one in the evening, this one in the morning, right? I've been through all that. All right? Couldn't go to work, couldn't leave the house, laid up on the couch shaking. Sometimes my anxiety was different every time. Sometimes my jaw was locked and I couldn't move. Sometimes I'd be shaking uncontrollably. Sometimes I pass out. Someone had to pour water on me to wake me up. Literally could be anything. Sometimes my stomach gets so upset I have to throw up, and diarrhea and vomit and shaking and all of those things in combination. It could literally be anything. All right. So I've been through that, right? Been an introvert, right? And that's a crutch, right? Because if you want to get right, then you'll stop being an introvert, because it may take you to not be an introvert to do what you need to do in life to succeed. Okay. That's an important part to mention. I used to have really horrible back pain because I wanted to lift weights in high school. My weightlifting coach, I want to keep up with the football team and be on the board and show that I squat the most and deadlift the most and power clean the most, right? So I'm doing things with bad form because I realize now that my coach, who's still a teacher now at Martinsburg High School, yes you are, telling my nephew to do bad stuff, trying to injure him, right? Just wanted, lift the weight. Here's a little bit of form, but whatever. As long as you get it up, that's what matters in this class. If you want to be the man around high school. So I was doing too much weight on squat, too much weight on deadlift, power clean, all that stuff with bad form, all because I wanted to make sure I did what my teacher and my coach said. Damage in my back, bulging disc in my back. So it got to the point, that's from the age of 16 to 25, 26, before I start transitioning to the alkaline lifestyle and understanding my body, the chemistry of the body, how foods, herbs work with the body, and what foods are damaging and causing these issues. So I was eating inflammatory foods, so it caused more inflammation in my spine, in my disc, that was causing more pain. So again, from ages like 16 to 25, 26, I couldn't walk on a treadmill. I couldn't walk on a treadmill. Couldn't run on the treadmill. I couldn't go on long walks. When I go to the grocery store, go shopping, my back gets so hurt and so tight. When I played basketball for high school, I'd literally have to call the coach to sub me out, have to put icy hot and what's the other stuff the bio freeze on my back just to let it numb it before I could get back in. went to chiropractors, which all they're gonna do is crack your back, readjust it so you can keep coming back and spending more money. It's always about money, right? So I've been through all this. Had sleep apnea when I was 275 because I wanted to get big and be the biggest, the swollest. Yeah, I lift the most in the gym, all this stuff. I've done it all, right? Yeah, I've been there. I've been there, whatever it is. So that's all important because all that stuff is null and void now. It's gone. I'm good now. No pills, no therapist, no chiropractor, none of that. Fixed it myself. So I want to show you that when I talk, it's not just talking, it's talk with action that's actually showing results personally before I start telling you. Okay? Understand that. That's important. Now let's talk about success. So how did I go from broke literally 2.5 years ago to in the top 0.1% of income earners in the world? As a high school dropout, someone who grew up with a dad who was a rock addict, a white rock addict, I'll say. I don't know what I can say on here. Mom was never making that much. Our grandma used to help my mom so she could pay the bills, right? That's the only reason we stayed afloat, right? So many other things. My brother, one of the biggest drug dealers in the area, one of the most well-known, grew up with nothing but drugs and every type you could think of around my house in a small bedroom, 20 people in the room at once, tons of cars out in the driveway, coming in with suitcases, duffel bags full of every, like I said, narcotic you could think of, guns, shotguns. What about this? You want to get this one? And I'm just sitting there playing the game, trying to be a kid, right? Meanwhile, my dad's beating my mom, whatever. He's coming in, jaw locked, because when you smoke white rock, it numbs your face. So his jaw will be numb, his eyes will be big, bloodshot. I've seen it all. I done seen it all. Like Jay-Z and Jeezy said, I done seen it all. If you ain't heard that song, listen to Jay-Z and Jeezy. I done seen it all. I done seen it all. All right? I've seen all this. So, how do I go from that? How do I stay mentally strong? Okay, so let's go into adult life, right? Work at warehouses, FedEx Ground, FedEx overnight shipping, Ecolab, 4 years, forklift, Lowe's overnight stocking, forklift, all this hard labor work, hated it, sweating, back hurting still at this point, because I'm throwing boxes 24/7 in the heat. If it's 100 degrees outside, the warehouse is 110, 115 because there's no AC in the warehouse. You wear long pants, long sleeves, hard hats, goggles, gloves, steel toe boots, 30-minute lunch break. By the time you get to the back, by the time you clock out for your 30-minute lunch break, it takes you 5 minutes to get to the lunch room. Then if you want to warm yourself in the microwave, which I was still using back then, or get to the fridge, it's a line to get there. So there goes 10 to 15 minutes. So now you're down to 15 minutes. I would go out to my car because in the car, I would go listen to Eric Thomas, Thank God It's Monday. I would listen to any motivation, inspirational stuff I could to stay motivated because I was so depressed. In West Virginia, every other car in the parking lot's Confederate flags. I'm hearing them say racist jokes in the locker room, all that stuff. My boss supervisor, Jimmy, shout out to you. Yes, every time you would say, our exit meeting, you'd say, have a good day and do the Hitler symbol to all the other racist people, yes. All that. Oh, man, so much. So anyways, I'm staying mentally strong. I'm listening to motivational things, educational things in the car, trying to figure out how I'm going to make this happen. So I got out of there. I became a personal trainer, got all my personal training certifications, which mean nothing, by the way. A bunch of trash information now that I know what I know. Right? But that's what you need to work in a gym. So I started driving literally from West Virginia to Maryland 6 days a week. I lied and said I lived closer just so I could get the job. 6 days per week, only Sundays off. On Saturdays, it was only a 4-hour shift. But with traffic, I would wake up and leave at 5:30 every morning to get to work. I would get there right on time and many times late because of Maryland traffic at 9 o'clock. So I would leave at 5:30 to get there at 9. So what's that? 3.5-hour drive in the morning to work a 12-hour shift, split shift from 9 to 1. You get off from 1 to 4 to get your workout to eat. So you basically live on campus from 4 till 8 or 9, especially if you have a late appointment. Then I got to drive home, get home about 11:30, 12. This is every day. On top of that, I got a meal prep because I'm still focused on fitness. I'm working out mid-shift. I'm doing it 6 days a week. So on Saturdays, I'm driving it was less traffic on Saturdays. So I'm driving 2.5, 3 hours to work to just work a 4-hour shift because only a half day on Saturday. So I'll get there, leave at 6, get there at 9, work from 9 to 1. Even if my appointments don't show up, I still got to show up. So get home, drive from 1 to 3:30. Tell my wife at the time I was married, hey, be ready so we can do something with our life. Just a little bit of time we get dressed, throw something on, go take her out to eat to the movie, something like that. You get Sunday. Sunday, I got a meal prep, do something with my wife. All right, it's Monday again. This is it. So I'm literally driving every day, let's say 3.5 hours, plus home, it was less traffic because I get off so late. So let's say 6 hours a day, at work, 12-hour shift. During this time, I'm still figuring out. At this point, I'm like, hold up. I'm becoming one of the best people in sales. I'm making the company, let's say 20 to 30,000 every 2 weeks in personal training sales. I'm a personal training manager. So it's my job to learn sales, to close people, take people through their initial workouts, to show them how they don't know what they're doing, because they don't, right? Just like many of you don't. So I've done it all. So I'm like, hold up. I'm making the company 20, 30,000 every 2 weeks. So that's 60,000 a month. Times that by the year. This is how much I'm making the company. If I'm the one closing the deals. I'm the one doing the sales pitch. I could do this myself. This is when I first started getting that awakening, right? That didn't work out because I would slip because I wanted to do the videos. Mind you, this whole time, let me rewind it. This whole time I'm doing videos every single day, getting no views on YouTube, getting no views on my Twitter, getting no views on my Facebook, getting no likes. Nobody from my hometown's even supporting. I'm getting one like from my homie Brandon, maybe my mom, maybe my sister, maybe my brother, maybe one other person every now and then. So typically 2 to 4 likes, if that. But I'm still pumping out the videos because I'm ahead. I'm like, yo, I got a plan. This is going to work. People think I'm weird. People think I'm crazy. People think I'm sick. This is going to work. I'm going to show them how sick I am. You got to be a little sick. You got to be a little off, right? Kanye, he a little off. Donald Trump, he a little off. Anybody, Gary Vee, he a little off. All the people you look up to, they're a little off. Dame Dash, a little off. We can keep going. So, where I'm at. That doesn't work out because I'm so focused on videos. So when I'm focused on videos, I'm focused on how to get out of here, my sales start dropping. I'm not closing many deals because I'm not as focused. I just want to get out so I can put the work in to figure out how to get out of here. So I go to different jobs. I go to Lifetime Athletics, become general manager, run the whole gym there, do all the trainings. I go to EOS Fitness in Utah, general manager, run the whole gym there. What else? That was Compel Fitness, Gold's Gym, personal training manager, sales manager. I know I'm missing a gym. Anyways, long story short, during this whole time, I'm listening to Gary Vee. I'm giving y'all almost everything. I'm listening to Gary Vee, Gary Vaynerchuk, if you haven't heard him before. Listening to Gary Vee all the time. But he started talking, let's say, Utah. So it's 2022 now. So let's take it back to 2019. So let's take about that. From 2017, no, about 2018, end of 2018, 2019, I want to say. Gary Vee's talking about TikTok. If you missed the wave on Instagram, TikTok, if you get on it early, you can make something happen. It's a bunch of kids dancing, but you don't have to do that. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm already got all these videos on YouTube. I already tried the Instagram at this point. My Instagram got deleted, hacked at 26,000 followers. Still wasn't making no sales even when I had 26,000 followers. I was making no money because a lot of people got followers, but they ain't making no money. So don't get confused for the people that got 1 million followers. A lot of them ain't making the money I'm making. Let's just keep it real, right? They come to me for mentorship. Let's just keep it real because you don't know how to use the followers. You don't know how to market, sell yourself. You don't know how to do it. So if you need help with that, apply for my mentorship. The link's in the bio. I'll teach you how to do that to take your business next level. No matter you're following, small following or big. So Vaynerchuk's like, Gary Vaynerchuk's get on TikTok. So I'm like, all right, I got all these videos from Instagram, YouTube. I'm gonna start posting them on TikTok. And I realized that's not working because it doesn't fit the algorithm. I didn't film it for TikTok. So I got on it early though. And I'm like, I'm one of the first people teaching holistic healing on TikTok. Everybody else is dancing at this time. It's still mainly just dances. Because if you know Bradley Martin on Instagram, big white dude, bodybuilder. He's real popping out. He be with the Nelk Boys and Steve will do it and Tekashi and stuff. But he was one of the first people to get on Instagram as a fitness influencer. So I always remember that story. He was like the first fitness guy to have 10,000 followers on Instagram because he got on it early. So when Gary Vee said this, get on TikTok early, don't miss the wave, it took heed to it because I've been hearing all these stories. I'm always listening and learning. I'm always listening to people's tell-alls, their biographies, their interviews because I want to see what they did. So that's why I'm telling you this story because some of y'all may hear one little thing in this. There's like aha moment, okay? So I start busting out videos. I come across somebody through Gary Vee. His name is Robert Franklin, I think. Benjamin Franklin, I think it's Robert Franklin. I think I'm getting confused with the president, whatever he is. I think it's Robert Franklin or Robert. It's either Robert Franklin or Robert Benjamin. If you look it up, Robert Benjamin, Robert Franklin, TikTok advice, one or the other on YouTube, it'll pop up. So he worked under Gary Vee. He quit Gary Vee to do his own thing because he didn't want to work for anybody, even though it's Gary Vee. And he started teaching TikTok on YouTube. So I'm watching all his videos. He says he has a course. I invest in his course. Oh, I'm going to have to rewind this too. I invested in his course. I believe it was like $50 at the time. So I invested in his course. This isn't my first investment though, so let me rewind you. When I'm back at the gym as a personal training sales manager, doing all them crazy hours I was telling you about, I started hearing about Brandon Carter. His name now on Instagram is King Keto. Right? I started hearing about Brandon Carter. This has to be 2015, 2016. He's saying he helps people become online coaches and live the life like he's living. He's got the boats, he's got the cars, he's got the women, he's taking care of his family. I'm like, I want to do that. The marketing's great, right? He got me. Get on a phone call with his team. At this point, I'm broke. Most I ever have is like, not broke. I'm paying bills, but I built up to the point again, I'm closing deals. I'm making like selling $30,000 worth of personal training, $20,000 to $30,000 every 2 weeks. So that with commission, my checks would be like $22,000 to $2,700. But again, I don't know anything about finances. I got all these old credit cards. So maybe maximum I might have $600 in my bank account after bills and everything to like just have, that's like my safety net. $600 is my safety net. And the bad thing is most people don't have any more than $1,500 in their bank account as a safety net. So you're one car wreck away from not knowing how you're going to pay your bills, not knowing how you're going to pay rent. That's something else, right? But anyways, I get on the call with Brandon Carter. With Brandon Carter's team, you don't get to speak to people, right? That's all with me on my mentorship. You actually get to speak to me. So I had to speak to his team. They hit me with a long sales pitch, which at the time I was young. I didn't know a lot about that, but I didn't realize they're selling me $5,000 if you want to join his, I forget what it was called, where he teaches you how to become a successful online trainer. I'm like, yeah, I already got a following. At this point, I got the page with like 25,000 followers before it got deleted and hacked. I'm like, I already got a following. Like, I already talk. Like, I just need more structure. They're like, bet $5,000. I'm like, $5,000? I ain't never had $5,000 to my name. My credit's bad. My credit's horrible. Weeks go by, months go by. I'm still listening to him. Like, man, I got to do this. So I'm going to every loan agency in my area, Martinsburg, West Virginia, Hedgesville, West Virginia, Inwood, West Virginia, all these areas. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just apply. I'm getting denied it everywhere. I got denied like 20 different places. Each of those, they run your loan through like 20, 30 places a piece. So I had to get denied from 500 places probably, right? Finally got an approval. Hardway PR had to like put your car up. I don't think my wife knew this at the time, my ex-wife. But I had to put my car up as collateral to get the loan. Did that. Following everything in the plan. It's a lot of good game. Following it. For whatever reason, it didn't work for me. Months go by, 4 or 5 months didn't work. I'm like, man, I remember it used to eat me away. Like, man, I'm $5,000. I've never had $5,000. I finally get it. I give it to this guy. I'm getting mad. I'm getting upset at him and stuff. Again, I never get to speak to him this time. You're in a course. You get to talk to the team, live calls, stuff like that. With my mentorship, you get to speak to me on the Zoom. I'm going to tell y'all more, but most of your mentors, you don't get to speak to personally. And they charge way more than me to say that. So anyways, it doesn't work. Now we can flash forward to the TikTok time, Robert Benjamin. I hit up Brandon Carter's team again. Hey, this has got to be 2 years later, right? Because again, now we're in 2019. That was in 2016, 2017, right? I hit him up again. Hey, I don't have access to my account. Is there any way I can get back in? And I want to go back through things and tighten up. I'm getting more of a following on TikTok. I want to go hard with online coaching. Again, at this point, I'm making no money with online coaching. No bundles. There's no detox. There's nothing. I'm doing like custom coaching for $40, but nobody wants it. All right, nobody wants it. Even though my videos is getting a lot of views, nobody wants it because I don't know how to market myself and how to set it up. So we're like, yeah, we can get you back in. Actually, there's changes, blah, blah, blah. It's actually 8,000 now because you're an old customer. We'll do it for you for 5,000 again. So I'm like, yo, I got to pay 5,000 again, even though I already had access 2 years ago. I thought y'all would just let me in. Like, no. So I paid 10. Now I'm at 10,000. The Robert, whatever his name is. Invest in his course, $50, real cheap. So I'm learning TikToks. I'm watching all his videos, the algorithm, times the post, hashtags, how to structure the videos, how long they should be. If are there any changes, I'm doing everything I can. TikTok started taking off. First video, Chinese food causes autism. Goes viral, 1 million+ views. This is my first time getting a taste of how negative people can be on social media and the negative energy. I was waking up to 3,000+ negative comments every single day. And mind you, at this point, I had no business behind it. So it was just like to grow my fan. Bro, I'm making no money off of it. So I'm like, yo, it's all Asian people saying I'm racist, blah, blah. I can't take this. I'm waking up stressed, like, wow, every comment, you're an asshole, you're a racist, you're a tard yourself, you're blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, I can't tell. I'm talking to my girl. I'm going to leave the women thing out of this because it's important, but that's for another. I've talked about it before. We'll talk about it another video. I want to get to the meat and potatoes, even though we don't deal with meat and potatoes. We're 20 minutes in right now. So I can't take it. I'm about to give up. I'm like, yo, I can't take this negative. I can't take it. I never knew it was like this. Now I know what it's like to be famous or have a big following. I pushed through it, got through it. Another viral video was that one. There was the milk is radiated cow pus. Did like 1 million on TikTok. This point, I'm coming together, coming with some plans. I'm getting people reaching out. Hey, I want coaching. I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna come up with, okay, I guess $50. Or no, I'm like $40. So it's $40 a month custom coaching. I'm completely customizing everything. But then Brandon Carter taught me not to customize everything and just come up with a plan. You know, that's something else. But anyways, God, this is so much to the story. I'm trying to give y'all the main things that are important. So I'm getting people. At this point, I'm the general manager at EOS Fitness in Utah. All right? At this point, I'm general manager at EOS Fitness in Utah. I'm back in my office. I got my own office. I got my general manager tag. I'm running the gym. Feeling like, yeah. Even though I'm making like, after taxes, my checks are like $1,300. So that's $2,600 a month. So I'm like, how much do I need to get out of this job? That's when I'm like, all right, after taxes, bang, I'm really making about $85 per day after taxes when I broke down the hours I'm working, what my check is, divided, did all the math. I'm like, all right, I'm making about $85. So all I gotta do is make $85 a day to be able to quit this job and work for myself. So at this point, I'm getting mad DMs. I'm getting like 50 to 100 DMs a day on TikTok asking me for help and advice. So I like come up with a script because I can't personally write back on. So I'm like copy and pasting the same script to everybody, right? Yeah, thanks for reaching out. Oh, you want to lose weight? Here's my program, $40 for 1 month. Here's PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay, Zelle, Venmo. Which way are you sending? They're like, all right, Venmo, $40. I'm like, oh shoot, they're actually paying me. So now I'm like, damn, I'm getting like consistently 2 people a day, $80. I'm like right there. But I'm scared because like, what if this stops? This is a secure job, you know, everything you taught. Then it got to like, all right, 120 a day. Week goes by, 120 a day. I'm on lunch break. I'm back in my office. General managers, people's needing advice. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my office. I'm on a call. Shut the door, recording TikToks. Lunch break, people see me in my car. Hey, do you want to talk to me on lunch break? Want to work out on lunch break? No, I got to record TikToks. So I've always had the mindset to grind through. So it's like 120, 160 a day. I'm like, yo, that's double what I actually need, what I was making after taxes. I know I'm about to figure out how to pay these taxes back because I'm just getting money under the table right now. So I'll figure that out later. I'm always about get it done, figure out the rest later. Take action, figure out the rest later. So I'm doing that. I always looked up to this dude who's going through something right now. So I ain't even gonna mention his name, right? Because I don't want to even tie myself to anything like that, right? I don't know, right? So I've always watched him, like obsessed with him. like it was like me and my ex-wife had to watch one of his videos at least twice per week. Like it was like set down, it's time to learn, watch this dude's videos, right? Teaching health, teaching money, teaching stocks, teaching whatever. Like, and I always will appreciate what I learned from him. Unfortunately, he's going through some stuff I don't want to tie myself to, so I'm not going to mention in this video, right? Of course, I hope it's all not true, of course, right? So I had always followed him. I'm coming, all his stuff's videos, all his videos, all his wife's videos. He has multiple wives. And you'll know who it is. Like, if he sees this, I hope he can understand why I wouldn't want to mention his name. Is what it is, you know. So he reaches out, or he posts something like, hey, looking for somebody to add to my team, my community of people. If you bring something to the table, message me or email with this. I immediately reply. It's like it's probably like midnight. He had posted, you know how you can see he posted 15 seconds ago. I'm like, if I'm the first to reply this time, mind you, I've always replied, no response, no nothing. He's a big follower. I reply right away. Hey, I do this. Actually, I'm teaching holistic health. I've learned a lot from you. I do fitness. I've got growing a following now. Hits me back immediately. Send me your number. I'm like, what? This person I've been looking up to for 5 years sends me his number. Oh my goodness. So we get on the phone. I'm at the gym as a general manager. My shift needs me. My employees are younger people. They need help. They don't know what they're doing. He's like, hey, I'm going to call you in 10 minutes. I'm like, what? So it's like probably 1 o'clock at the gym. Go make the call. I walk outside and he answers. We're really talking. I'm out back at the gym. We're talking on the phone for like an hour and a half. Like we know each other. I'm asking questions. He's like, yeah, you don't need to be doing that gym stuff or working anymore. That's all about to change. Like you too smart for that. I'm going to fly you out there. It was supposed to be Miami because of the respiratory illness that went crazy. That changed. It ended up being California. I'm going to cut this video short. This is going to be part 1 because we're 25 minutes in. Be on the lookout for part 2. If you like this, comment part 2. Comment, we want part 2. Smash the thumbs up. If any of this was motivational at all, inspirational to see where I started. And I'm sure I'm missing some things, but I'm giving you the main things. If I think of anything that I missed in this part 1, I'm going to add it into part 2 just to circle back. But we're going to leave it there for now. And man, it's been a crazy journey. You wouldn't even understand. It's many things that's actually coming to me right now that I missed that you'd be like, wow. And I'm going to do my best to hit those in part 2, but 26 minutes in, we'll break this into 2, 3 parts, maybe 4. But this is actually turning into kind of my life story. It was supposed to be about, we're going to get that into part 2. It's supposed to be about why you need to shut up and listen to get successful, all right? Because as you can see, I'm always listening. I'm always looking for a mentor that knows more than me. When I know somebody knows more than me, I'm not talking. I'm not over talking to them. I need to tap in to what they know. So that's where we're going to leave it. Comment. Please comment if you want part 2. Because again, this is 27 minutes of my life I'm never getting back just to give to you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and hopefully you can relate to anything I'm saying. Something I also missed as far as health concerns, I had horrible digestive issues to the point I'd be cramped. I couldn't stand up straight after eating. Like any and everything I ate, it messed up my stomach. I don't deal with stomach issues. I missed that when I was talking about my health, right? So stomach issues, back pain, anxiety, sleep apnea. When I would sleep at night, I'd wake up, couldn't breathe. Like I've had all these health issues. I don't deal with any of them anymore. That's just 2 things that just came to me. I missed out. I'm doing my best not to miss anything because it's on record. So anyways, part 2. I'll release part 2 next week or sooner. All right. Let me know y'all like this. This is the first time I've done this, period. So let me know y'all like this. I'll holler at y'all later. Share this. Like it, comment, hit the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2.